What's up, money gang? For you to understand how to make money, you need to know how the money game works. I've been thinking about making this video, but I've been delaying with a lot that's been happening to me in the past few weeks. If you've been following me, you know a little bit about that. But I just wanted to share this video real quick on how to understand how the money game works and how credit scores work. Listen, in 2020, I wanted to buy a mask for, in order to enter places, you needed a mask. So I wanted to buy a mask, and I went to this pharmacy. And when I was about to enter, the security guard stopped me and he said, "Hey, did you read the sign?" And when I looked at the sign, it said, "No mask, no entry." And then I told him, "But I don't have a mask, which is why I want to come in and buy a mask." He said, "No, the rules are rules. It says no mask, no entry." And then I went to the side of the shop where there was just a convenience store. It's probably some Pakistani guys. I'm not sure. But I told them that, "Hey, I don't have a mask. I want to come in and buy a mask right here." They let me in. And the other day when I wanted to go back to the pharmacy to buy something else, they actually let me in with that mask that I had there. This made me think of how the credit system works. With credit scores, it's the same concept. You, as a person that just came out of high school or just started a new job, or a person that doesn't have a stable source of income, you cannot rock up into a bank and ask them for a loan. They would ask you, "Who are you? What credit records do you have? We don't know you." So you need to have some sort of credit background for them to let you in, if you get what I'm talking about. So when you look at credit scores, it's a way for you to get into debt with debt. I know it doesn't make sense, but just like how I went to those Pakistanis on the next door, there are some stores, unlike the pharmacy or a bank, that will allow you to come in and buy a mask. But in this case, we're talking about debt. I hope you're following, because I'm using a different analogy there. So the stores that can help you boost your credit score, for example, are like your clothing or cell phone accounts. It's easy for you to get in there into these stores with just the bare minimum. Even with a few months worth of salary, 3 months bank statement would be good enough for that. So when I say clothing stores, I mean stores like your Mr. Price, your Foshinis, your Edgars, but the one that would let you in on entry level. I know a lot of people, sorry, just a side note, I know a lot of people are watching from the States as well, or England. Just bear with me in this, because I'm just explaining the South African side of things, but I'll link it up towards the end. Where if you work with a small clothing store, the same concept applies in the States. It will start building up your credit record. So these people, essentially, they want to see how you manage your money. So if you have a debt, let's say you take out clothing debt worth 500 rands. So now they want to see how you pay back that 500 rands. If you pay it in 6 months and you don't miss any payment, then they can say, "Okay, we trust TaMoney with 500 rands. Next time he comes through, we can give him 1,000 rands." And then depending on how I pay that, it goes up and up. Then with about a year's worth of credit record, and you've been doing great things, keeping your debt below 50% of what they give you. For an example, if they give you credit worth 10,000 rands, if you spend less than 5,000 on that, that could be good for your record as well. I know I'm going a little bit fast on this, but I just wanted to put this across for you in terms of how this actually works. So you get your clothing account, you get your store account, and you pay it back well. What this then does, it allows you to open or get into a great space of your credit record, so that whenever you want something in the future for your business, home, or anything like that, you have a record and you can stand on something. I know my phone is shaking. I need to work on that. I'll try to record at home the next time I have a video. But if you have any questions, ask those questions below. because I want to help a lot of people build their credit record this year. I want to help a lot of people get employment, and I want to help a lot of people start businesses, not jobs. I want to help a lot of people start businesses. So if you tell me between those three things, where are you at right now in the comment section? Do you want a job? Do you want to build your credit score? Or do you want to, what was the third one? Start a business, So I can see how I can help you with the resources that I have and the people that I know to see how we can move forward on you generating more money and more income. We want to get to a point where you don't rely on someone. You want to get to a point where you decide on when to do whatever you want to do. Yes, you might say, but a job, a 9 to 5 won't allow me to do what I want to do whenever I want to do. But you got to start somewhere, I am working a job because in that specific job, it's connecting me with a lot of people in terms of business that I would like to work with in the future. So it makes sense for me to, while I'm running my businesses on the side, that I have something where I'm feeding off as well. Yeah, if you have any other questions, I know this is off the top. I didn't plan this, but I just thought that I should share that little bit of how the game works in terms of credit score, how you should know how these people work in terms of how they let you in the industry. And I'm going to build on this. This is just part one of this. I'm going to build onto this on what is the benefit of this credit record. Why do we want debt? Why can't we just live a life with no debt? Why can't you just buy what you want whenever you want? Why do we have to build a credit score for the banks to let you in? So it's something that we're going to delve into a little bit more, but I want you to learn the basics. Don't have a big head. I want you to learn the basics. If you learn the basics, then when I start showing you the tens of thousands of investment opportunities that some of my friends have, so that you can be able to build something,